January hot weather comment out of the way. I know a lot of guys are used to playing down south and stuff like that. Do you thrive off it, or are you glad that you're just not really?
Yeah, I did my off season in the Philippines, so this is kind of nothing to compare to what I was able to train in this year. So it feels good. I'm from California, so it's not too bad. The humidity gets me, but it's fun because it gets your body moving faster.
How is it for you this year having a stacked safeties room, so to speak?
It's fun because we just get to feed off each other and compete with each other, knowing that everybody in the room is capable, especially at the safety spot. So having all of us being able to feed each other knowledge and really be able to watch each other play, it's been really helpful just being around such good guys.
Joint practices, especially for you and Harry, do you take it to the next level? What have you gotten out of it?
It's been fun to finally compete against somebody else that's not our own teammates, so it's always more productive. Being able to see what going against another team is like, and it's kind of like 2 days of a game day, really. Obviously not as many reps, but being able to go against a team that we saw them last year and we'll probably see in the future on our schedule, so being able to go against them is always fun to see and level up with where we're at.
Do you sense guys getting tense when it comes down to last preseason game? They know cuts are looming, and what do you say to, guys to keep them loose and yourself?
For me, I just remember my rookie year. That was the last preseason game was the biggest grind, just knowing that everybody's playing for their life, and so are you. So really, us older guys have been telling the young guys, this is your last chance to really leave a lasting impression on your own staff, but also on the 31 other teams in the league, because the reality of this game is sad that not all 90 people on the roster now are going to be on the 53. So your impression that you put on film that day in the last game can help you land on another team if something happens. But really, it's been really fun to be able to feed into every person on this roster so far.
How was it in the Philippines?
It's probably on average about 98 degrees, but 90% humidity every day.
So you're not too far behind.
Yeah, not really much different. There's a breeze here. There's no breeze there, but at least out there you're on the beach and near the water, so it was fun.
They teach you to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth.
All nose breathing. I read a book. They say all nose breathing. It's better oxygen to your body.
What did you do your rookie year to stay calm in that last week?
To really just let go, play free, knowing that I've had those first two preseason games. Okay, fill it out. The last preseason game, it's just time to play. There's really nothing that you should be thinking about. You should be comfortable in the scheme at that point and really just play free, knowing that it's the last preseason game before things get serious. So there's not much risk to it. Obviously, it's not on your record as far as winning or losing. So in my mindset was just go out and try and make a play, and ended up having a really good last preseason game my rookie year.
I know you can't give away trade secrets, but how much is this defense going to evolve? I mean, we see what we see in the joint practices, and I'm sure Coach Flores is not putting all the cards on the table in preseason games, but how much, what you're seeing is there's still going to be a lot more pieces to this as the season goes on.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more, just knowing that we haven't even had a first game yet in this scheme, so whatever we have in our training camp menu, we're just scratching the surface even from what we know as our own players. We're going to see stuff during the year that's okay, might need to put something else in, and that just goes with the learning curve of being our whole first year under this new defensive staff. So it's kind of really exciting to knowing that, okay, we're only scratching the surface. As much stuff we have put in, this is barely even really what we've seen.
Is it cool for him? He said sometimes he'll let Jordan or even Harry call some plays.
Yeah.
Is that cool for a defense to see a guy let that happen?
Yeah, it's cool. There's some periods in practice where they just give it to the vets, Harry and Jay Hicks, and say, you guys call the defense, and it'll be in a 2-minute scenario, and he's like, I'm not making a call. I want to see how you guys think, because that's good. He lets it be our own defense, and really knowing that, okay, worst case scenario, if we're on the field and for some reason we don't get a call, Harry, Jay Hicks, anybody out there, any of the vets can really have that mindset of, okay, we've done this before, so it's cool that he trusts us. And then it's also a chance for coach to see what we like to play as the players, because it's one thing for a coach to call their defense, and maybe the players aren't comfortable, but if he sees what we're calling on our own, then he'll he might see that those are the plays that we like.
Yeah, Brian said he's not even above taking something from his son's Pop Warner games if he sees a good defensive play.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, he'll literally take any suggestion, and it'll be on the install the next day. So that's one thing I love about B-Flow. He's no fear with anything